Hey guys, Game Boy here. Welcome to another episode of World of Gaming. I just... That's cat hair from my cat, god damn it. So, we do have maybe about as much news as we had in the last video. Damn it. Excuse that. Excuse that. So for this first story we have come from the Legend of Zelda series. Do you want to play Ocarina of Time 3D, but you don't have a 3DS? Do you want a Zelda style 2DS? Well, now you can, because apparently there's a Nintendo 2DS with the Zelda style, and it has Ocarina of Time 3D that is pre-installed, and that's going to be $80. Also, while we're on the topic of Zelda, there's something I find kind of funny. They actually came out with a Legend of Zelda beer. It's called Triforce IPA, and it's pretty. I didn't hear about this till earlier today, when I was doing my research. But it's pretty funny. But I mean, if you do drink it, you might have to deal with that Breath of the Wild. So, next story we have. Indigestion, bro. Next story we have comes from the Kingdom Hearts series. First one is Kingdom Hearts 3. The release date of that will be announced next month, so look out for that. Then we have Kingdom Hearts 2. That's going to be coming... Well, wait. That already came out. What am I saying? There are figurines of Sora and Mickey Mouse that is for sale on Amazon. Sora is $58.57. He comes out on the 25th of this month. And Mickey Mouse is $44.99 and comes out on June 25th. So look out for that. Next story we have comes from God of War. Sadly, there's not going to be any season pass. The game director and writer Cory Barlog actually confirmed it earlier today. So... yeah, sadly no season pass. Next story we have comes from Fire Emblem Heroes. The 1-year anniversary is coming up on what I am assuming is February 8th. That's the only date that they did bring up. So I'm assuming that that's when the 1-year anniversary is. Next story... Next story we have comes from Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. The first set of weekly missions isn't really going to give you that much fight money. It's only 3,400, so not as much, but you know, it's better than none. Next story comes from Minecraft. This one is kind of disturbing to me. You can now build a nuclear command center. Why would you even want to make a nuclear command center in Minecraft? What? Like, when I found out about that, I thought that was a joke, but apparently this was real. So, why would you want to build a nuclear command center in Minecraft? That doesn't... I don't know. I never heard about that till today. Apparently this was going on for 3 days now. Next row we have comes from Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. There's a new patch that is coming out on the 30th of this month, so look out for that. And the next story comes from Elder Scrolls, but let me scroll down. Pun definitely intended. The next story we have comes from the Elder Scrolls Online. That DLC, Dragon Bones, that includes 2 new dungeons. The Fang Lair and Scale Caller Peak. The Fang Lair has Necromancer's Lark there. They belong to a group known as Black Marrow. If you make it past them, you actually encounter the Necromancer Orion the Black. But you have to be careful because he actually uses... he reanimates the dragon Thurvakun to help him in battle. So, be careful. Again... What am I saying? I have no idea what I'm saying. Then there's Scale Caller Peak. You have to try to make it past... a group of cultists. They worship the Daedric Prince Periite, and when you make it past them, you reach Zon, the Scale Caller. She possesses the Spellbreaker. That is an artifact from the Daedric Prince Periite. And of course, this DLC comes out next month in February. I don't have an exact date, but it does come out next month. Next story we have comes from Disgaea, Hour of Darkness. So, of course, in the last episode, I said that this was going to get an HD remaster. So Sahe Nikawa, that's the president of Nippon Ichi, and basically Nippon Ichi is the developers of Disgaea Hour of Darkness and every single one of the Disgaea games, even the pretty spin-off. Well, she said she wants the remake to come out on the PS4 and Nintendo Switch, so no PC release, which I find kind of odd, because every single Disgaea game I know has come out on the PC and at least 2 other platforms. So we do have 2 platforms, but sadly no PC. The next story we have comes from Assassin's Creed Origins. Damn it. Damn it. The DLC, the Hidden Ones, that comes out on the 23rd of this month. It has 4 new legendary weapons and a level cap of 45. It's $10. That's only if you have the Season Pass. And if you don't have the Season Pass, then that is $20. Then the other DLC, The Curse of the Pharaohs, that comes out March 6th. Again, $10 if you have the Season Pass, $20 if you don't. The next story we have comes from Splatoon 2. Of course, in the last video we said there was a new weapon called the 55 Gal Deco. That comes out tonight, so look out for that. Next story we have comes from Persona 5. There's an anime that might be coming out. We might be getting an anime of it. So, I don't know. I can see that happening. I can definitely see that happening. I never played the Persona games, but I have played the Shin Megami Tensei games. I guess Persona is just a spin-off of it. That's only what I'm assuming, though. The next story we have comes from the Puyo Puyo series. If you don't know what Puyo Puyo is, that is basically a clone of Tetris that came out all the way back in 2004, known as Puyo Puyo Fever. If you have the Switch and you want to check out the series, there's a game called Puyo Puyo Tetris, or Pop. I'm not sure. But it's for the Switch. Like I said, it's just a Tetris clone. Well, Sega will announce news about this game on a broadcast on February 4th. Hopefully we might get some future games. Who knows? The next story we have comes from Half-Life Blue Shift. We're getting a port to this to the Source engine that is available right now. Look out for that. Next story comes from Overwatch. There's a new legendary skin known as Asp Farah. And then there's an update that's coming out the 23rd of this month. Next story we have comes from Middle-earth Shadow of War. There are going to be 2 versions of this, and I'm going to be covering... one is the mobile version of Shadow of War. There's an update that it has 4-player co-op and something called a Balrog event, where you face off against Tar Garoth. The Balrog event is on the 22nd. I don't know when the update is coming. Maybe if it already came out, I don't know. Then the PS4 version of Shadow of War. There's a DLC called Blade of Galadriel, where you play as, well, Blade of Galadriel. Galadriel. There you go. And that comes out next month. This next story we have comes from Red Dead Redemption 2. There was a new leak on the Mexican version of Amazon. The Mexico version, not Mexican version, I'm sorry. Mexico, Amazon. They actually leaked a date. I'm assuming this is going to be some kind of a placeholder date. July 12th of this year. That could be a placeholder date. For our final story, we have the Alien series. Now again, I talked about this in the last video, but I do know who's going to be developing it. Someone named Cold Iron Studios. They're going to be developing the game. They give you the games like if you've heard of Neverwinter and City of Heroes, and you probably that's basically what Cold Iron Studios does. They make those kind of games. Guys, if you like this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and comment down below over which you want me to report over. If you're new here, subscribe. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else to talk about. I don't think there's anything else. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.